Greetings, YouTubians. Another great day here in New Jersey. Today's actually a pretty special day. I'm stopping by the shop in Red Bank, Front Street Tattoo, dropping off my equipment. Did a couple of days up in Linden. Always a good time at the original shop. Today, we're gonna stop by one of the guys that worked with us for years, Mark, who just opened up Northbound Tattoo, about 15-20 miles from up here. He's a great guy, does beautiful work, and I feel bad that I have not been to visit his shop. So we're gonna stop in there and say hello, check out what he's doing, and then we're off to another one of our alumni shop, a guy named Bill Harrington, who just opened up the Tattoo Love Shack, and he's doing a big art show up there. So I'm sure he'll have a bunch of all the guys that have worked with us over the years, and everybody's doing a piece of artwork that's for sale for $100. So it's a cool one. You can go over there and pick up an original piece of artwork, which is always great. My house is filled with all that stuff. It's great to support people that support you. All these younger dudes coming up in the tattoo business, you know, hopefully I taught them a little something, you know, and they're figuring it out on their own. But it's a pretty exciting day. I always like to start the day with either a walk in the woods with the dogs, or come down here to the water, take a little stroll around, see what's going on. Gives you a couple of minutes to center your thoughts, think about what you want to accomplish for the day, and then get to getting. So it should be a good day. I'm really looking forward to seeing all this cool artwork and seeing all these young dudes doing their thing. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, it's really a trip. Red Bank is a really nice little town. Fairly affluent, actually very affluent. And for years there was no tattoo shops here. Actually, the mayor laughed in my face one time, years ago, about opening. I was like, oh man, I'd love to open a tattoo shop here. He's like, you're a nice guy, but this town's too conservative. And it's crazy how things change over time. And they actually changed the ordinances. And we were the first tattoo shop to open up in this town. So if you just stay persistent, like I've said before, and kind of stay with your dream, anything's possible. Honey, I'm home. Like I said, I just was stopping by to drop my equipment off. And I noticed that the guys had put some new flash up. Everybody is still painting a lot, so every couple of days or weeks, we just put a bunch of new designs up on the wall. Having a bunch of cool stuff on the wall just makes it more fun when you're sitting there getting tattooed. You got a lot to look at. So my first stop of the day was up to Northbound Tattoo to see my good friend Mark. I haven't been up here since he opened, but I'm glad I finally got a chance to come in and check it out. So here's Mark, the owner of this fine establishment. He's a very nice man and a hell of an artist. This place really looks like it took a lot of work to get it to this point, but you can see his whole personality in this place. The shop itself is a work of art. Funny stuff, man. When was the last time you saw that sign? It was great catching up. I wish him nothing but luck. How cool was that? I finally got a chance to get up here and check out his shop. Super cool, man. Lots of history. This place has been here longer than Tattoo Bar. It had an illustrious past, to say the least. But Mark has really kind of picked up the sword and is pulling it down here, man. It's so cool to see part of my family moving along and taking care of business. Upwards and onwards. Well, there you go. That's a tattoo shop for you. That's the kind of place I want to get thrown out of. Super cool, man. Wow. So I made it up to the Tattoo Love Shack, Bill Harrington's new place. He had a full house, and it was a little nippy out, and that tent came in handy to keep all the artwork safe and sound. Just tons of cool stuff hanging up on the wall. There was a ton of people checking out all this really neat stuff. Really, really nice. So many different styles and types of artwork. There just was such a huge outpouring of love and support for Bill. You can't ask for more than that. He had a bunch of cool merch for sale, and I had to get out of there quick or I'd buy up everything. Well, how cool was that? It was a great day. Not something I do normally every day. Visit 2 different tattoo shops in the same day. But it was great to come up here and support Bill in the Tattoo Love Shack, which is appropriately named. There's a lot of love in the room. Tons of great art. Bought myself a little painting. Really, really cool stuff, man. So that's what it's all about. You know, if you need support, you have to support other people. You know, if you want other people to kind of, you know, come to all of your events, you got to go to those events, because that's what's important. You know, you got to show your face, spend some dough. That's where it's at. Well, it's a windy day here in Jersey. I'm at the Red Bank shop, Front Street Tattoo. We got some special guests here today from out of town. Oliver Peck, Greg Christian. Oliver from Dallas. They're out doing one of their road trips, checking out the scene. So we're gonna go inside and see what these guys are up to. Should be fun. Just checking out the scene. Oliver and friend. I think I can't show his hiney there, can I? That little hiney of his. Greg. Awesome. Your birdie. Living life.
You can just click it.
Oh, wait, really?
Click it so you don't get a ticket.
That's pretty fortunate.
Maybe you're getting right through that.
Hey man, that's on the thigh. That ain't on my ass.
It's the underneath the butt cheek.
Which is probably the greatest spot to get a tattoo.
It's more.
Oh, it's bad.
Well, I couldn't be more proud of my son, Eric. He's doing amazing artwork, and he's really carrying on the family tradition. So much so, I asked him to tattoo me. In our tattoo world, if you're really dedicated and committed to something, it's in your heart first, but then you have to get it tattooed on you. It's almost surreal to have the kid that I carried home from the hospital sitting here doing a tattoo on me. I get the feeling he's running these machines a little bit harder than normal. I think it's kind of payback time.
Millions of little baby rays have been wiped off. When's the last time you got tattooed, Oliver?
Friday 13th.
Man, I sure wish that him and Oliver would stop talking and just get this thing finished. Whoever said tattoos don't hurt certainly never got one. They sure are a lot more fun doing than getting. All done, and instead of calling me Shoe, now he calls me
Frankenstein.
Ooh. You kind of look like Frankenstein.
I know.
He's not my father's son.
Yeah, it was like Jack's idea too. You know, like he wanted to get a tattoo from Jack. You know, Jack was like, let's do a portrait of your old man.
So that's a wrap. Thanks to Eric, Oliver, and Greg, and the whole crew for sharing such a great day. Tons of great artwork and lots of fun. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for watching.